Welcome everyone. Today we'll be looking at the topic, what are forces? So before we continue, I would like you to take a look at what we have on the slide. It says, how many different types of forces can you see? Just take a look and note your points down just in 3 seconds. All right, so we have a go. What is force? A force is a push or pull acting on an object. So whenever we talk about force, is that we're having a pull or a push acting on an object. And forces act in pairs, opposing one another. We cannot see force, but we can experience the effects of force on an object or objects. So force is invisible, but its effect can be seen. Whenever we talk about force, is either we're talking about push or pull acting on an object. It can be one object, it can be two objects. And force is measured in Newton. The name Newton was gotten from the man Sir Isaac Newton. What can force do? That is talking about the effects of force. We have 6 effects of force. Number 1, a force can cause an object to start moving. An object that is stationary, when a force acts on it, it can move. Number 2, a force can stop a moving object. An object in motion, when it encounters a force, it can come to a stop. And number 3, a force can make an object to accelerate. Accelerate means to move faster. And number 4, a force can make an object to decelerate. Decelerate simply means to get slower or to move slow. And number 5, a force can make an object to change direction. That is, an object that is moving in a straight direction, when it encounters a force, it can have a change in direction. And number 6, a force can deform an object. A force can change the shape of an object. So in summary, we have 6 effects of forces, or 6 things that force can do. One is a force can cause an object to start moving. A force can stop an object from moving. A force can cause an object to accelerate. A force can cause an object to decelerate. A force can cause an object to change direction. And a force can deform the shape of an object. There are 2 types of force. Force can be classified into 2. We have number 1, a contact force and a non-contact force. What is a contact force? Is when the objects are touching each other, when the objects are making contact with each other. It is called a contact force. Then we have number 2, a non-contact force, when the objects are not touching. That is when the force is acting at a distance. It is a non-contact force. When the objects are touching each other, it is a contact force. Let's look at this, talking about examples of contacts and non-contact force. We have number 1, a friction. A friction is the resistance that one surface or object encounter when moving over another. Example is a person's foot against the floor while running. Is it a contact or non-contact force? It is a contact force. So number 1 example of a contact force is friction. Number 2, we have a gravity. What is a gravity? It is a force that attracts a body towards the center of the earth or towards any other physical body having mass. And we have an example, a person jumping out of a plane and being pulled to the ground. Is it an example of a contact or a non-contact force? It is an example of a non-contact force. And we'll have the next one, air resistance. Air resistance can be defined as the force that goes against an object as it passes through the air. An example is the force that slows down a parachute. And is it a contact or non-contact force? Let's think. It is a contact force. And the next is tension. What is a tension? Tension is the force in a rope, cable, wire that has been pulled tightly. Example is the cable that holds up a bridge. Is it an example of a contact force or a non-contact force? It is an example of a contact force. We'll have the next one. Magnetism. Magnetism is the force between objects that produce fields that attract or repel other objects. Example is a magnet of a fridge. Is magnetism a contact or a non-contact force? It is a non-contact force. So we have given examples of a contact force and a non-contact force. When we talk about contact force, we're talking about push, pull, tension, frictional force, air resistance. But when we talk about non-contact force, we're talking about magnetic force, electric force, gravitational force. So let's look at a question on the screen. It says, can you differentiate between a contact and a non-contact force? Which of these statements are correct? We have the option 1. Gravity is non-contact. The earth pulls objects down without touching them. B. Magnetic is a contact force. You know this because magnets attract each other and other objects to them. And C. Air resistance is a non-contact force. It is often an opposing force to gravity. Unlike gravity, the object has nothing touching it. And D, friction is a non-contact force. So which of these statements are correct? A is the correct answer. Gravity is a non-contact force. Don't forget to like and share this. Bye.